Good morning, y'all. I'm hoarse. I forgot what they call it, but I think I'm going to sound like a man for the rest of my life because I swear every other day I'm hoarse. I went to the doctor. I forgot she told me I had, but if I get a little too excited or if I talk a little loud, my voice go hoarse like a guy. So, hey, it is what it is. Um, but it's been a month. It's been a week. I've been irritated because I ain't been able to upload. This week. I just not been able to upload videos, and I'm because of my phone. Now I'm walking around here with three phones because the two phones that I got, the memory won't allow me to upload nothing. So I had to take all my apps off my phone and still. So I got a trap phone, I got a personal phone, and I got a phone that I can just upload and do videos on. So hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I got three numbers, and I ain't giving nobody not a nail one. Anyway, I thought about something, and it's on a serious note. I realized that when when you when you start to only have you when you are a mother and your children are grown, start when your last child is off and enter into the world, you're so excited. First you're really sad, like you're really sad, and then all of a sudden you get really happy because you got all the time. At first you be like, what I'm gonna do, and then you're gonna be like, you get happy and you get time because you got time on your hands now, and you're trying to figure out what you want to do. So you just start doing shit. You just start doing shit. When I was a military spouse, when my children was growing up, and I lived all over the world, and it got to the point to where I always had to start over, and it got exhausting, and so I just kind of retreated into my family, into my kids, and I just love, like, I love being a house mom. I love, like, taking care of my family. I love taking care of my husband. I love taking care of my kids. And I realized that was my love language. Like, just taking care of people, pouring into people, or like just being a good wife and good mother and good friend. And I realized, you guys, over the years that it was something I was really good at. You know, I have I realized that being a mom and a wife was one of, like, the greatest gifts because I was in a space where I can just love on my children and do stuff with my children and not have to worry about, oh, how I'm gonna pay this light bill or how I'm gonna pay that bill. Like, my worries were taking care of my children, my husband, making sure everybody had peace. They had peace. And then when my kids got up to be school age, I worked, and I still 100% took care of my family. Sometimes one would lack because I did realize, and I think I need a lot of moms to realize sometimes you can't have both. You know, you can't be super mom, not by yourself. You can't. You can't be super mom and be super workforce mom too. One is gonna take away, like, you're gonna be at work and you're gonna forget that your child had a ceremony today, or you're gonna be you're gonna leave work on a day where it's real important because your child got sick. So you can't have both. Not if you are army spouse and your husband's deployed, put it like that, because you know a lot of times I didn't have my husband, and sometimes he was on 6 month deployment, 9 month deployment, 15 month deployment, TDY, 3 month TDY, 4 month TDY, go to the field for 60 days, 30 days, 40 days. I remember one time when we was in Hawaii. I was in Hawaii 4 years, and my husband did not stay in Hawaii consistently a year. So, like, let's be clear. Um, it got hard. It got really hard at times, but it was okay. I was okay. I was fine with that. I was happy with my life. I was content. I knew what it was when I came in the door. It was my husband already had explained it to me once he became in the military, and I accepted it. I was fine. Excuse me, I was fine with it. Actually, a lot of times people say, how you like being around your husband so much? And I be like, shit, because I ain't never around him. So when I'm around him, I try to stick to him because I got used because I got used to him being away. Even when my husband got out the army, he took jobs overseas. So like I remember COVID, for the whole COVID, like at least for almost 3 years, my husband was stuck in another country. So I communicated and sat up while we was in damn quarantine on the phone with my husband the whole COVID. And my kids was on the phone. We was on the phone. Like, I remember I used to get panic attacks, and I used to cry all night because I thought I wasn't going to never see him again, because every time he would try to come home, he would get stuck, and he'd have to stay over there. Like, he couldn't come home. And it was very terrifying, but I dealt with it. Like, I didn't go crazy, and then I just dealt with it. And it's okay. And I realize now that I don't have nothing to deal with, your mind starts to realize how you have conformed to other people. Like, literally, you guys, I I stopped being who I am for other people's comfortability, for my kids, for my husband, for my friends. I ain't finna say so. I have ADHD. I do have ADHD. Well, my mind, it's always. And I remember I used to talk funny because I couldn't pronounce my words. I couldn't pronounce my words correctly. And I talk about all the time how I could not read and I could not write. But I could survive. Like I'm street savvy. Like I know how to figure out how to get me somewhere to stay growing up. I knew how to get us something to eat. Me and my twin, I knew how to get us something to eat. I know how to survive. I know how to survive in the streets. I just wasn't book smart. But like, hey, I knew how to make some shape to survive. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had a cousin who used to always talk shit. She used to always talk shit. She was older than me. And I never forget one time I came home and she said some shit that registered. She said, man, she said, bitch, you be around here like you all that. And I'm like, how I be around here like I'm all that and I've been gone for 13 years? Because this is when I came back to visit, because I left. I left my hometown, literally, and did not come back. Like, I communicated with my family over the phone. My kids got to see they grandma over the phone. I left. No, oh, excuse me. I left and I did not come back, and she said some shit. And every time I would see her, she used to just shade me all the time, all the time. And bitch, if you're watching this, I know you're watching. Fuck you. Anyway, because I know she watched me. I be seeing her ass. Anyway, she said some shit. She said, bitch, you be acting like you all that. I guess she was seeing me on social media, because let's be clear, I just started talking on social media. I don't put my business on social media. Like, I do this shit, but I don't put my business. Or like, even if I'm mad at my husband, anything, if I'm mad at my friends, if I don't like you, I don't put that shit on social media, because it ain't nobody business. This shit is for fun. But I guess she watched, and whatever she can conquered in her head, she don't like me. And she said, back in the day, that bitch, she said, you around here like you all that now. She said, back in the day, bitch, you used to suck and fuck some of the same dicks I used to suck and fuck. Now, take to mind, this person got me by damn near 10 years. And when back in the day, I was in like middle school, when she was like in high school. So if I was doing some stuff like that, why the fuck can't you come help me and save me and guide me, sis? Why be jealous? Why not guide me? Because you already knew what kind of situation I was in. So why not guide me? But I digress. She said some shit that'll stick with me forever. She said I used to suck and fuck some of the same dicks and some of the same niggas that she was messing on, which I did not know. If I was, because let's be clear, Shay back in the day, hey, I ain't do a lot of shit that people put on me. I actually did a little, but what I did do, I did, okay? You know, people used to make up shit about me saying I be sleeping with people's husbands. Like I'm in like the 7th grade, 8th grade. But that's the kind of shit people used to do back in the 90s. You say I used to sleep with people's husbands. I used to like let guys run train. I ain't never let nobody do no shit like that to me. But those were the rumors. And they used to tell that shit to my now husband. He used to just shake his head. I remember one guy told my husband, hey man, you heard about what happened to Shay this weekend? And he was like, what? Now, we've been together the whole weekend getting into shit, me, him, and my twin. He was like, man, I was at their party and Shay was there and she came up in there and pretty much he told my best friend, who is now my husband, that I was letting guys run the train on me. Like, really? And he was like, when? They was like, this weekend, I was there. And he was like, man, get the fuck out of here. You wasn't there. She ain't do that shit. He said, I'm telling you, he was like, you be running around with a freak, man. You run around with a freak, man. They be fucking the hell out of her. You be fucking the hell out of her. He was like, my nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, Shay ain't letting nobody run the train on her this weekend. He was like, I'm telling you, I was there. He was like, who all was there then? You know, long story short, my husband like cussed his ass out. And he cussed everybody else out. My husband always protected me. I don't know what the fuck I did to deserve my husband as a best friend growing up, because he protected me. Like, people made fun of me because I was poor. They made fun of me because I was dark. They made fun of me because I was fat. They just made fun of me. People in the 90s made fun of people with the stuff that just was not supposed to be made fun of. They made fun of me because it was rumors that I was molested. They made fun of me because I was assaulted, and people turned in that I was assaulted, but people turned it into like I let somebody like do that to me. Like, that's how it was. Like, back in the day, if you popped up pregnant, no one would say, oh, what happened? She's so young. Why she pregnant? They would say she fast. Girl ain't never did anything. Never got in no trouble. But all of a sudden you in the 6th grade, you pregnant. No one ever say, okay, let's investigate. Cause why? Now they just say she fast and they'll just move on. But she said you rode back to my cousin. She said she was saying that I rode some of the same, and I was like, I looked at her in her face. I said, well, damn, that what you think of me? Well, you know what, sis? I give you that, because I didn't know. So I said, I give you that. But the difference between you and me, I rode that dick right the hell up out of poverty. You still here working on your 4th baby daddy and your 6 kids in the same motherfucking projects that I ain't never stayed in. Because you can say what you want to say about my mama, but she ain't have us in no fucking projects. Poor or not, she ain't have us in no fucking projects. Because when you lived in the projects, goddamn it, hey, all kind of shit went down. From what I hear, or when I was there. Well, put it in the community, like in this, because she stayed in McKinsey Court, back in the day, not now, okay, not now. And I say another thing, a lot of shit happened to me when I was a child, but I would say one thing, not right my mama. My mama was put in a situation where she couldn't have us, and we would be around other family members, and hell, because my mama, My mom, my mom was a protector. When nobody putting their hands on me or my brother when my mama was around. My mama, and had my mama knew some of the stuff that had happened to me, she would be in prison right now. And that's the only reason why my mama don't know, because I know my mom. My mom is like me, So when people say where her mama was, it wasn't my mom. It was people that my mama entrusted to this day that my mom don't know. You get what I'm saying? A lot of time people be like, "What ain't mama?" The mama working, mama out here hustling, and she trusting her family to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Take care of her people, take care of her kids, and they secretly hate her. People in my family secretly hated my mama, but they used her. Because my mama, I'm a giver, and my mama was a giver too. And they used her. So when I talk about stuff that happened about me, it was no fault of my mama's. Me and my mama got our differences, but it ain't because I blame her, because I don't. Because let's be clear, it was a cycle. I realized that my mama could not read neither. I realized that my mama was illiterate also. And my mama also with ADHD, and my mama also loud. But my mama is love, and she love on people. And people took advantage of my mama. People took advantage of me subconsciously. Like even people that love me. And I realized that I started realizing little things. Like even my husband used to do little things. Like I'm loud, I'm on 10, I'm always on 10. And I try not to be. I mean, I got to the point in my life where like I get excited. Like I'm just happy. And when I'm like that, and you're around me, that means I love you, because that's the real me. The hyper Shay, the loud Shay, the obnoxious Shay, the Shay that say whatever on her mind. Because if you ask me some advice, if you ask me for advice, I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth, even if it fucking hurts me. I mean, even if it hurts you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I don't care how you feel, because you shouldn't have asked me. And people be like, well, you could have told me a better way. Then why the fuck you asked me? Why you ask me? I don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about you. I'm saying I don't give a fuck about how your feelings at the time, because you shouldn't have asked me. I care about you, because that's why I told you the truth. It hurt. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, I realized I told my husband about 3 weeks ago, I said something is wrong with me and I feel a shift. I felt a shift. I feel a shift. I felt it. I don't know what. The first shift, I was in TJ Maxx. I was in TJ Maxx, and like anytime I see someone and I see something on them that is beautiful, I tell them. I walk past somebody and I say, "Ooh, hey girl, you got some pretty ass skin." If you want a fucking compliment, walk your ass in my salon, because I'm gonna find something about you that I like. I'm gonna find something about you that I like. And I remember I saw this girl. I said, "Hey sis, you got some beautiful skin. You got some beautiful skin." Or I say, "Like them shoes, brother." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I am. That's how I greet people that I don't even know. I keep going. And I remember I was in TJ Maxx, and this TJ Maxx, everybody know me because I'm kind of loud. And they be like, "Hey, Shay." You know, they know me by name because I'm always speaking to people. I'm always complimenting people. And the TJ Maxx is not that far from my house. And we in there, and I'm in Alabama. Alabama. So every now and then, you'll get a rude-ass white woman. I subtract, you get a rude ass picnic person, right? And I call them picnic people. Look at the history around the word picnic. And I call black people cookout. Who the cookout people who always letting everybody in that don't deserve to be in, but anyway. And I was on the aisle, and I'm talking to one lady, another picnic lady. We just laughing, and I say, "Excuse me," like that. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." She wouldn't look up. She would not look up. And so the other picnic lady, she looked at the lady, she was like, she says, that was rude. I said, hell yeah. But I started and saying that, but since it was two picnic people on the aisle, I'm talking to one, and the other one that was in front of me was ignoring me. So I said, maybe it's me. I said, excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse me, because I'm trying to go around. She ignored me again. I said, now we the only three on the aisle. And the lady again, look, she was like, let me take my ass around to the other side, because she better make me cuss her ass out. And I ain't like that, because, I ain't like that. And I was finna say I don't want nobody to call me no mad black woman. But I digress. I said, I didn't say it to her because I realized she was white, but that's how I am. I'm not like white, black, purple, green. I'm a military spouse. I got used to being around different races and different people from different backgrounds. So it was what it was, So I turned around to get to the other side of the same aisle, and I went back on that aisle. So I went around, and just because it didn't bother me. People be rude. It is what it is. I get on that end aisle to look at some of the tickets and the counters and stuff. And she wants to go around. Now, she could have walked around, but my buggy was kind of angled a little bit. But she could have took a little chunk ass around my buggy. She said, excuse me. And I heard it. I knew I heard it, but it was low. And so I looked at her. And I said, and I looked back down. And I continued to start back looking at the candles and the little trinkets. And she said, excuse me. She go to touch my buggy. And I look out and said, man, get your damn hand out of my buggy. She said, excuse me? I said, get your damn hand. No, I said, get your fucking hand on my buggy, because I'm irritated. I'm irritated. Because let's be clear, another thing about me, I would go from negative to a fucking 1,000 like that. Because I am automatically always nice to people. I come in that door nice. I don't come in with an attitude, even if it look like I got an attitude on my fucking face. I said, get your fucking hands off my buggy. She turns red. Now, take in mind, the lady that was on the aisle, the other pink person that was on the aisle was still there. Now, she got the fun Shay a few minutes ago, but now Shay pissed off. She said, you don't have to be rude. I said, bitch, I don't have to be rude. I said, what you mean I ain't got to be rude? I said, because because you didn't understand polite Shay. I said, bitch, I told you, excuse me. She said, bitch. I said, bitch. I told you, excuse me twice. And I said, I'm Chipple. I said, I come in the door on 10 happy. And you fuck with my fucking peace. And she started to look around. I said, oh, who you looking for, security? I said, let me tell you something. I said, what you thought? You thought I was going to let you slide because I didn't want to be labeled the mad black woman? Oh, I'm finna walk in that shit today. I thought about that shit. I went the fuck off on that bitch. I said, bitch, today is the day you gonna learn what a mad black woman can really fucking do. I went the fuck off on that trout mouth bitch, okay? I went off on that hoe. I was like, and I thought about it. I said, every time, from now on, every time somebody hurt me, do something to me, be rude to me, I'm gonna stand up for myself. Black women, y'all start standing up for yourself. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if it's your boss. I don't care if your everybody stand up. Black women, start standing up for yourself. Start standing up for yourself. Do it. And stop meeking yourself down. Meeking yourself down because you don't want to be labeled as the mad black woman. Because you don't want to be labeled as the ghetto girl. Because people thinking you too loud. Or people that's around you is embarrassed. My husband know I'm loud. He knows that I'm loud and I'm happy. And he loves it. But every now and then he'll be like, or my friends be like, pat me. And 20 years, people, 20 years people been doing it. And I go be like, oh yeah, I'm a little too loud. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little too loud. Like, okay. And so the other day, a person that loved me, that I know the people in my life that does it. They're not doing it to hurt me, or they're not doing it. They're not doing it because they don't want me to embarrass myself, and I get it. But I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I remember when it very first happened, and when it very first happened, it was so embarrassing to me. I'm not gonna talk about it because the person that had did it when it very first happened 20 years ago did not know what they were doing, but it made me because they did it in front of a whole bunch of people, and it gave me a feeling that I did not like. So every time somebody would do it now, I be like, I go back to that person when it very first happened in front of like about 50 people, and I go back into my shell. And like I remember my husband, he had did it a couple of days, excuse me, a couple of weeks ago. He had did it, and I was like, I kind of like blew up on him, and I just started crying. I said, you always doing that. Stop doing that. It made me feel like you embarrassed me, and he's not embarrassed of me. I said, stop. I just started crying, and I blew up. Stop doing that. I was like, I can't. I'm happy. I'm happy. I can't turn it off. I can't not, like, when I'm with you, I'm happy. When I'm explaining stuff, I'm loud. When I'm trying to get my point across, it's goofy, and I can't turn it off. And when you, like, it hurts me. It hurts me. And I blew up, and I blew up. And every time, and he was like, babe, I'm sorry. That's not what I was trying to do. What he was trying to do is tell me, because my voice is strong and it has elevation. And my husband suffered from ear problems. He got tinnitus, and he got other stuff going on in his ear. And when you hear bass, but because he would pat me, or he'll do something like this, I thought that he was making me down. Because he does not do it when we're alone. He let me be high when we're alone. And I'm not talking bad about my husband or nothing like that. Because my family, everybody does it to protect me. But I realize now that it's a little bit embarrassment in there when they do it. And they're embarrassed because how other people see me, like secondhand embarrassed. But I'm here to say this is me, and I don't give a fuck. So when you do it, you're telling me that you're embarrassed of me. You know what I'm saying? You're embarrassed of what they think of me, and I do not care what they think of me. And I think everybody needs to walk in their truth. Don't wait 20 years. Do not wait 20 years and let stuff pile up until it blow up. So when somebody say, hey, I'm not talking about you, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't like when they're hurting you because of the simple fact that it's something that you do. And they are not talking, they truly are not talking about you, but that is somebody like you. That is somebody from the same background as you. That is somebody. So when they say it, it stings because it hurts. But you know that person loves you, or you know your family member love you, or you know your friend love you. So you're right. Stop saying no. You are talking about me, friend. No, baby, husband, you are talking about me, and it's hurtful because I'm part of that group. I'm part of that group. And if I say some stuff that's a part of a group that is negative, you check me. Check me. Tell me how you feel. Because I know I do that shit too. Everybody do it. Everybody does it. So the shift that I have felt, that was the shift. That was me walking into my happy place. That is me being loud as I want to be, and I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. That is me putting me first. Putting me first. And I realized I've been putting myself together. Putting myself first all week. all month. And my husband not used to it. So he like, what the hell? You okay? He like, you okay? Because he not used to me not minking myself down. Some of my clients like, Shay, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't like that you you call and harass me for an appointment. Then when I give it to you, you can't work. Like I say something now. I used to then say something. Now I say something like, no, that's not okay. Because I don't like the simple fact that you've been texting me all day. You've been texting me all day, and then when I don't text you back, you keep calling. You keep calling. I'm not texting you back because I'm doing somebody's hair. I don't have a secretary. I don't have an assistant. So I get to you when I get to you, and then you get an attitude with me because I don't move when you want me to move because I've been damn jumping through hoops for people for 20 fucking years. And I realize when you start to put yourself first, guess what? People don't know how to take it because they're not used to you putting yourself before their needs. So now they think something is wrong with you because you ain't call them or you ain't see about them. Because I'm seeing about me. I'm seeing about myself. I put me first. When you don't have nothing but time on your hands, you literally sit in a room and you think that you done mink yourself down. You done gave everybody everything till you ain't got nothing left. And now you trying to get you back. I remember my husband said something the other day. He said, you been giving me your ass to kiss. I said, what? How? He said, man, I just been trying to talk to you all day. I said, man, I just got out of work. I'm trying to fix you something to eat. Like, stop playing with me. And he said, damn, we kind of got into a little argument, and that's normal. It's normal marriage shit. And he said some shit. He said, you been giving me your ass to kiss. And I said, are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, man. And we got argued because I ain't gonna lie, I got irritated over something stupid. It was about some coleslaw. But the fact that it remains, I said, Dustin, I'm just sitting here trying to cook your food. I've been on my feet all day. Let me cook your food, And I also had an attitude because asked him to do something, he didn't do it. And he got an attitude with me. And he was like, I'm just trying to fucking talk to you. I'm trying to this and that. All I want to do is cook your food. And while I cook his food, I like to listen to my books because that's my quiet time. That was my time. I realized over the years that I have to get my time while giving my time to my family. So while my kids can go in their room and be by themselves, or my husband can get off work and go upstairs and take a nap, I'm downstairs. I'm downstairs, literally listening to my book, cooking, cleaning, getting stuff ready, getting the kids stuff ready for school after I done got off 11-hour work day. This is after I got off work. Everybody else get off and they do what they want to do. But when I got off work, I had to cook. I had to clean. I had to get shit ready. I had to help the kids get their shit ready while my husband and the kids are doing what they want to do. So I decided when I do that, I listen to my books because that's my time. So I had to take my time while giving my time. I did that shit for 20 years. And here we are, after 20 years, here we are, empty nesters, and my husband said, you giving me your ass to kiss because I'm trying to spend quality time with you. And I said, are you fucking serious? And I got so mad I started crying and I started shaking and I was like, I had a whole fucking meltdown. I had a whole fucking meltdown. I said, babe, I said, when you came in the house, you looked so tired. You looked so tired. And I said, hey, you kissed me. I said, hey, how your day? He said, it was good. I said, you tired? He said, yeah. Now I was tired, y'all. My feet was hurting. My feet were hurt, but I'm used to it because I always get out of work and cook dinner. He said, all I want to do, all I want to do is just go upstairs, lay down, and play my game. I said, well, let me finish cooking, go on. I said, go on, lay down, play your game. And I said, don't get in that bed with your outside clothes. I ain't playing with you. And just to show if I came up there, I finished his food. I brought it. I brought his food up to the bedroom so he can eat. I brought it up to the bedroom to eat. Y'all, I ain't even took off my clothes to take a bath yet. I just came straight in and I started cooking. And when I came upstairs, get what? That joker was in the bed in his outside clothes with the gang snoring. He had slept about an hour and a half, and I got him up and I told him to eat, you know. And I let it alone. And I looked him in his face. I said, hey, I said, yesterday, I said, when you came in, what did you do? What did you tell me? You said, he said, what you mean? I said, when you came in from work yesterday, I said, and I'm crying when I'm telling them this. I'm crying. And I said, what, what did you do when you first came in? You kissed me. And I said, what did I say? You said, hey, babe, how was your day? And you told me about your day. And I said, what? I said, what did I tell you? He said, you told me to go upstairs and lay down and play my game and let you finish dinner. And I said, yeah. I said, I've been doing that for damn near 20 years. And I said, I said, you were talking to me yesterday I said, I started on the book and I've been trying to get past chapter 2 all day, all day. And I said, all day at work, I just wanted to be quiet. And I just want people calling me all day. Because I just came back from Savannah. So you know how it is. And I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but sometimes I don't because I don't want to miss something. They got my booking out, but sometimes people have to talk to you, and I'm okay with that. I don't like that. And every time somebody would call, every time somebody would say something. So, and I'd be like, what you say? Okay. And I was doing my husband like, what? And I put my earphones back on. And he got irritated with me. He got really irritated with me because I wouldn't give him my undivided attention. And I said, 20 years. That's what I told him. And it just registered. And I just cried, y'all. I just cried. And he just grabbed me and he just hugged me. He just said, I'm so sorry. He said, I'm so sorry. And so all weekend, I just started being unleashing some of my true feelings and how I feel like I've been minked down to be what everybody needed me to be. I said, I said, I made y'all life so comfortable till y'all have become entitled to stuff that is impossible. Like I made y'all life so comfortable to where I took from me. Y'all don't even realize. Like y'all life is so comfortable. If I get taken out of the equation, you wouldn't know how to function. And that's what moms do. That's what we do. And everybody talks shit about us. Everybody talks shit about moms. And we, like moms like me. I ain't gonna say all moms. I'm gonna say moms like me. We give and give and give to our families. There is nothing left of us to give. So when we get time to ourselves, it's like you feel used. You feel used. I don't know. I just had to say that this morning. I had to get up this morning. I had to say that. So I'm at a point now. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. I'm gonna be loud. I'm gonna be at it. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Respectfully. That's it. That's the post. Y'all be blessed. Happy reading.